It's a pleasure having you in Brazil every time.
Yeah, well, it's a pleasure for me to be here. I mean, I love this country, and I love the people who live here. So there's not so many things I don't like about Brazil. You know, maybe only the traffic. But you have great food, so you know, it's an excuse. You just sit around and eat amazing food and talk. You know, so being in a traffic jam's not so bad.
So this week you were here for the Ccxp.
Yeah.
To review your geek skills.
Well, yeah. So we're launching a comic, which will actually be launched next January. The first edition will be out, but that also ties in with the album, The Mandrake Project, and the comic, The Mandrake Project. And of course, the album is released next March. The single we did yesterday, and the video world premiere here at Ccxp. In 2 weeks, I'm making a video in England. We're shooting a second video, but this is going to have all the band in it as well.
Nice.
Yeah, really cool. So, but you know, we're really looking forward to getting down here. I mean, I love Brazil. Roy loves Brazil. You know, in fact, I think he speaks Portuguese a little bit as well because he spent a long time down here. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, and we're going to be doing. It's been between 15 and 20 years since I've toured solo down here. So we're going to be doing some stuff off the new album, but I know people want to hear some stuff from Accident at Birth and some stuff from Chemical Wedding and Tears of the Dragon, and so we're going to do something. We're going to make sure that I hope people go away happy.
So Bruce, I was mentioned you've been here in 1999 for your Chemical Wedding concert. I was there actually, and it's been a long time, right, in your solo project?
Okay, so yeah, that's 24 years.
24 years.
Wow, that's ridiculous.
Time is passed really fast, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's about time we did it again. So we're going to be here, and I think now that you know, we have you know, I know where Maiden is going to be for the next couple of years anyway. Then I think we're going to be able to plan some proper solo touring activities, and yeah, very exciting. Because I mean, this is album number 8.
Yes.
For me. I mean, 8 albums. I mean, that's half the number of albums I've done with Iron Maiden, and that's taken 40 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So I've got a catalogue of 50% of the stuff that I've done with Iron Maiden solo. So we're going to be doing some songs this year, but you know, I don't think this is going to be the last tour we ever do in Brazil. So there's so many songs that we've got that we can bring out that people can hear that they've never heard live, you know. And other things to investigate off the new album. I'm not gonna dump the whole of the new album on them, because I just want to come down here and have a blast and have a celebration of the whole thing, and to see what an amazing band it is, and they are an amazing band.
Yeah, of course. About your new album, I heard you have a really strong concept behind it.
Well, no.
No, see.
So it sounds like it should be a concept album because it has the same name as the comic and everything else. But I prefer to say that it has some spiritual links with the comic and the story, but it's not a script like every song fits into some kind of story. It does not. However, there's a lot of things on the album that are connected with the comic. You don't need to buy the comic to listen to the album. You don't need to listen to the album to understand the comic. They are separate. The album has to stand on its own as a piece of music.
I was in PowerTrip a few months ago in California, and I heard you referring Brazilian audience a lot in there. What happened?
No, I mean the PowerTrip was a slightly strange experience. for us. And we did a good show. I mean, and actually we did, at PowerTrip, we did a Maiden show. Yeah. We didn't do the, it's because it's PowerTrip, we have to suddenly do greatest hits. No, we did the Maiden show with all the stuff we're doing on the Somewhere Back in Time tour, Death of the Celts, everything else like that. And it was a little bit strange because people have been standing out in the heat all day. There was no support band, completely cold, go on stage. Well, cold as in, no warm-up. No, I think we sounded pretty good, you did, for sure. But it was an unusual situation. And I think what was a little bit strange for us was that the people who should be down the front of the stage, because the tickets for the festival were so expensive, they were at the back. And the people who were at the front were just like rich people that wanted to film everything on their phone, But the kids who you wanted to play to were at the back. And that sucks, actually. So, it wasn't our festival. It wasn't our organization. We're going into America next year, and we're doing our own tour. Sure. And the people who are down the front are going to be the people who deserve to be down the front. They're going to be the real fans, which is going to be great.
So maybe that's why you mentioned Brazil and other Latin fans, right?
Yeah. It's like, go take a look at some real rock and roll fans, not a bunch of posers who want to go down the front. I paid $3,000 for my ticket. Look at me, fuck off.
Yeah, you have so many skills during your life. Anything else you want to achieve? Like, now I want to be an astronaut or something like this, because you've done so many things.
No, well, they used to call me that at school. When my teachers used to call me an astronaut at school, because I was always in space in my head. But no, I just want to. I want to finish writing this graphic novel, which is going to take another 2.5 years to complete, and every episode is going to be about every 3 months, so we're going to keep doing that. I just want to keep writing and telling stories. That's what I do, and I tell stories when I sing. We tell stories when we perform, when we make videos, everything. I like to paint pictures in people's heads with sound. That's what I do.
And you do it very well.
I'm trying to improve,
Okay, Mr. Bruce Dickinson, it's a pleasure talking to you, and I hope you have a great time, other time you have here.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll see everybody in April.